Hello, I'm Jennifer. Thank you for coming. If it's your first time here, welcome. If it's not your first time here, I'm so glad you came back. Thank you. Today I am doing a look with a new eye palette that I got recently. I've been told it was a dupe for the Urban Decay Naked 3, the rose gold one. I don't have that one. I want it. But I had been told or heard around YouTube world that this one, the CoastalScents Revealed 2 palette, was pretty much a dupe. I have to agree, color-wise, it's very much a dupe for those colors. They're very remarkably similar. The formula, it's good. It's not Urban Decay quality. It's not the best quality eyeshadow I've ever used, but it's a good eyeshadow. It's a decent eyeshadow palette, and if you're looking for something fun and new that's on a budget, I highly recommend it. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, hang in with me. I don't know how much footage I just lost. In the event that I lost all of it, I will go back over what we've missed. We taped. I talked about the tape. If I need to go back and tell you why I taped later, I will. I am using, again, this palette, CoastalScents Revealed 2 palette, supposed to be a dupe for the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. I've used it several times. I really like it. I'm just going to kind of show you sort of what I did on the footage that may or may not be lost. I covered the entire lid from lid to brow bone with this second kind of peachy vanilla color, and then I went in with this color above the crease on the hood of my eye at an angle, bringing it out this way to hopefully open my eye up a bit more. And then I went into this kind of almost cranberry color and went at an angle maybe the outer third-ish, fourth-ish, matte-ish, hard-ish. And I'm keeping that above my natural crease and just below that first pink color that we used. This is essentially the same technique I use almost all the time. I mix up the colors a bit. I brought that in a little further than I intended. But this is how almost every eye look I do starts out, essentially. All right, I'm going to blend that. And again, because my eye is hooded, I wonder how many times I'm going to say that in any given video, I'm staying above my actual natural crease and concentrating that darker color where the hood protrudes out in order to visually push it back. And I'm just going to keep applying color and blending until it looks like my left eye. I don't bring that darker color all the way across. Just, I don't know, 2/3 maybe, again with the math. And I do, even while blending, try very hard to keep that above that natural crease. Why do I have this weird white spot? This has been happening a lot with every makeup I do. I get this weird spot, this strange little spot on both eyes, in fact, where the color just won't stick to my skin. Doesn't seem to matter what eyeshadow I'm using, it just happens right there. Today I had a similar spot in my eyebrow. You see where this big hot mess is? I could not get eyeshadow pencil or powder or gel or anything to stick to that part of my eyebrow. I washed it again, I did everything I could think of, and it's just, I don't know, but I can promise you I'm gonna wear my hair parted this way today and cover that up. And yes, if you were looking at this video and thinking, oh my God, does she not see how bad that eyebrow looks? Oh, should somebody tell her? I know. But today we're going to pretend I don't have eyebrows. We're concentrating on this really pretty eyeshadow. All right. I'm going to keep adding some color on the right side because, as always, it doesn't match the left side. I hope other people have that problem and they just don't show it on video. Alright, I'm liking this. I feel like we need a little shimmer. There is an almost goldeny, pinky, I don't know what you'd call this color, pretty shimmer, and I'm just going to take that and place that on the lid. Just a little. It's daytime. I don't need a huge amount of shimmer. But I'm going all over the mobile lid and up into that crease just a little to visually give me more crease space. Okay, I'm going to deepen this just a little bit, I think. Yes. There is a not quite black, almost black, deep dark gray in this palette. I'm just going to bring that just there. Just a really fine line. I just want a little more dimension, and I'm going just on the edge of that tape. Blend that a little bit. I'm just trying to give that corner a little extra depth. Now we'll go back in with that kind of cranberry shade a little more. Just next to it, and blend again. I will say that I have a couple of Urban Decay palettes. I don't have the smoky. I do have the smoky. I don't have the Naked 3, and I wish I did. This is not quite the quality of that shadow, but it's much less expensive. There are actually more colors in this palette than there are in the Urban Decay one. I think if I was in a mood for splurging, I might have gotten that one instead, but I'm not there at the moment. Next, eyeliner. Today I am using my L'Oreal gel liner. I can't even tell if I'm showing you that upside down. That's funny. This. I believe that says 173 Espresso. I wouldn't swear to it. I really, really like this eyeliner. I have actually used it nearly up. That's unusual for me to use something up. If I use something all the way gone, it's good. I'm going to use this little Real Techniques brush and just do a very, hopefully, very subtle light line, coming just a bit higher on that outer edge to keep that, the word I made up early, elongation. I'm trying to keep my eye looking a little up slanted, a little elongated. It's a more youthful look, it's a more awake look. Thank goodness for that tape. Covers a multitude of sins. A little of this liner goes a long way. It's a really rich formula. I like that it's brown and not black. It's just not quite so harsh. And I'm coming along that edge of that tape right there. Not a true wing, but just a little slight, almost a flick there at the end to keep with that, keeping that eye open, elongated look. Let's remove this tape and see what happens. If you are using tape or anything on your face like this, please be gentle. That skin under your eyes is so delicate. You don't want to stretch it. Okay, I think so far I'm liking what I see. I'm going to give my eyelashes a curl. You guys, it is so humid in Oklahoma City today that my eyelashes won't hold a curl. That's some humidity. Okay, moving along, we are going to use the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Waterproof Mascara, Blackest Black. This tube is getting close to being empty. If I buy another one, it will either be the third or fourth one I've bought since this mascara came on the market. And now I have a dilemma. Do I continue using this mascara that I know I like? Do I try something new? Have you used anything lately, especially from the drugstore, that you really like? Is there a mascara better than this one at the drugstore? Let me know. Mascara done, let's move on to primer and foundation. For primer today, I am using the L'Oreal Magic Lumi, I can't read, light finishing, light reflecting. I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on. It's this one, and I will tell you below what it is. I've had this a while. I actually forgot I had it because I was so into my Professional. But I do like this primer, especially on days, maybe not so much today because my face looks like a glowy hot mess, but on days when my skin is a little dull. You know how you have those days where your skin just looks dull? This is a nice little pick-me-up. A little goes a really long way. And obviously, when you first put it on, it looks shiny AF. But once you get your foundation on, you lose the shine and just keep a little of that very subtle glow. For foundation, I'm going to use the No. 7 Lift and Illuminate foundation. Y'all, look how much of that I've used. That's one of those things, I said this earlier, when I use a product up or get that close, when I use that much of a product, I really like it, and that's rare. I don't know if I'm less picky now lately or if I'm just suddenly finding much better products, but I can see using this entire bottle of foundation. Shocker. Alrighty, alright. I'm going to blend with my normal Real Techniques slightly dampened sponge. Just try and stay out of those brows at the risk of making them look even worse than they do. A friend of mine asked me the other day why I did my eye makeup before I did my foundation and if that was important. And honestly, that's a preference thing. This is not how I've always done it. This has just been in the last maybe year or so that I've discovered that for me, I'm messy with my eyeshadow. What you don't see on camera frequently is between eyeshadow and foundation, me cleaning up the mess that I've made under my eyes. So if I put on foundation, all of that's going to come down and just drip all over my face. I don't want that. So for me, this is my preference. Will I do it this way the rest of my life? I don't know. But I like it right now. Alright, we're going to do just a little concealing. This is Tarte ShapeTape. I like this, but I wish this was not quite so messy and smaller. But I do enjoy it. It's a good concealer. I'm going to blend that with a damp little beauty sponge from Ulta. Just slightly damp. I bring my concealer out this way just a bit and try and blend it. I don't want a harsh white line there, but I definitely want some light to reflect right there. Again, that opens up that eye area some, and you know, tap that in just a little bit. It opens up your eye, my eye. It opens up the eye and just brings a little brightness and dimension to the face and covers up those dark circles from menopausal insomnia. Alright, under eyes. Let's go back in this Reveal palette. Take my same little pencil brush that we used earlier and that kind of light cranberry shade. Again, same thing that we used earlier. Just go a little right at the lash line on the outer corner of the eye. I don't really want to smoke this out a lot today. It's kind of a daytime look. I just want a little dimension there. Some mascara on the lower lashes and I'll be right back. When I got in the magnifying side of the mirror to put my mascara on my lower lashes just now, I noticed there's an eyebrow hair right here that's sticking straight out of my head. An hour ago, hour and a half ago, when I was fighting with my eyebrows, that was not there. I don't know what happened. I've got brow gel on and everything else is mostly laying down. Well, Everything over here on this side where my eyebrow behaves like a lady is all laying down. This crazy left-hand side of me, which is probably more indicative of my personality in general, I have no words for what goes on with this brow. I don't know. Powder, I'm going to powder just a little bit because it is so hot and humid today. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in 10 Fair Light. I bought this, I don't know, a week or so ago. I've used it several times. I am liking it. I don't know that I like it better than the other powders that I have. I probably shouldn't have bought it, but I was wooed by a YouTube video. I'm putting that on with my same Real Techniques Slightly Damp Sponge that I used earlier, and I'm just going to hit mostly this T-zone. Oh, really should have spot concealed under my nose. I would if I was going out, but I'm not really going anywhere today. So, less bronze. I use the same bronzer every time. I'm sure people get tired of it, but it's the bronzer I have. It's the bronzer I like. It is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And again, I don't bronze every single day, but when I do, this is the one I use. Oh, thank you for shedding on me, Morphe brush. Little here, little here. Just looking for a little hint of color, a little extra dimension. You know the drill. For blush, again, I use this blush almost every day. Physicians Formula Butter Blush. I think it's soft pink. Real Techniques brush. And just a hint of color. Under the crow's feet, not any further past the center of my eye. Aging is not for sissies. Aging is really just for old people. I do just a touch of highlighter. I'm using this one from Flower Beauty. If you look closely, you can see that unfortunately I dropped it, broke the blush, but that's okay. I didn't really like that blush very much anyway, but I do really like this highlighter. Color-wise, it's good for me. It's subtle unless I build it up. There's just not a lot about it that I don't like. For lips today, I'm using the Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink. I am not sure what this color is. I want to say it's Lover. I'm not certain. I will make note of it at the bottom. But it's this. It's such a pretty color. And before I put this on, I will tell you, this is a liquid lipstick. It does not dry down matte. It does not dry down completely. It always stays a little sticky. I don't mind that because I always top my liquid lipsticks with a gloss because I hate that dry liquid lip feeling. You want your lipstick to dry all the way down to just feeling like there's nothing there. This is not the one for you. It wears super well. I love the little applicator, the little, what do you call it, a diamond foot, something like that. I have enjoyed this. I am going to get some more colors of it because I do like it. That lipstick has dried down as much as it's going to, so I'm going to top it with, I think it's Rimmell Stay Gloss. I like this a lot. It could just be the 80s child in me, but I do love a glossy lip. So, there you have it, my one crazy eyebrow, my one such a lady eyebrow, and the eyeshadow look from CoastalScents. I hope you enjoyed it and got something out of it. Thank you so much for watching. It would make my day if you'd give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe, that would also really make me happy. I would appreciate it. The world has been sad lately. There's so much going on with the storms, and then that horrible shooting in Las Vegas, and then Tom Petty died, which obviously is not anywhere near the scale of the storms and the shooting, but it was still a sadness, and I am struggling a little bit today, and yesterday I was as well, to remember that most of the time the world is good, people are good, people have good in them, and not everyone is bad and not everyone is horrible. I hope if these events that have been happening lately are getting to you, that you can find a way to remember that life is sometimes hard, but there's an awful lot about it that's beautiful and wonderful, and try and hold on to that. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.